Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, December the 1st, and we are at the beginning of our last week of activities and quizzes for the semester. So you've got to complete quizzes for Chapter 14 and for Plug It In number 5 by tomorrow, December the 2nd at 11:59 p.m. You also have two activities, and there was some confusion over a couple of the activities. Some people couldn't find some links and things like that. So I've given a couple of alternative activities. If you look under here on the calendar, down at the bottom there's these tabs. If you click on the chapter activities, the two that are due tomorrow that were originally planned was Apply the Concept 14.2. This one, Apply the Concept 14.2, was the original assignment. If you have trouble with that, you can also do discussion questions 1, 2, and 4. Or you can do that in place of it. So for Chapter 14, you have to pick one of those two activities. Either Apply the Concept 14.2 or answer discussion questions 1, 2, and 4. And remember, the answer to a discussion question is not a single word answer. It's a discussion. So be sure you, if you do choose to do the discussion questions, that you put a little thought into your answers. Same thing with Plug It In number 5. There was some questions and issues about Plug It In or Apply the Concept 5.3, which was the original assignment. So I've made 5.2 an alternative assignment. I think 5.2 is a little more straightforward. So if you have not started yet, you may want to try 5.2. If you've done 5.3 but didn't feel like you really understood it, you may want to go back and look at 5.2 as an alternative. So if that, hope that helps you out. So you got the quizzes and the two assignments, and then we will be in class for an in-class activity, but do not plan to be there for long. I think probably 30 minutes is the most that will be in class on Wednesday. I will be taking attendance Wednesday. Just because it's going to be a short class doesn't mean that it's not important. I want to make sure everyone's there to explain the optional final. I want to explain that to you. I want to make sure everyone understands how to calculate their final grades, and to understand exactly where they stand in the class and how the final could help them. So it's really important that everybody be in class Wednesday. So we'll be there Wednesday afternoon, and that'll be our last required class meeting. And then you'll be having to make your decision about whether or not you want to take the optional final or not. So we're down to the last couple of things here, so I hope you get it all done. If you have any questions, let me know. Giving you a couple of alternative assignments if you have problems with the originals. Okay, one more thing I need to make sure you understand. I did not change the Dropbox titles. Even though I gave alternative assignments, the activity for Chapter 14 is going to go in the Dropbox for Apply the Concept 14.2. So even if you do the discussion questions, you're still going to submit them in this Dropbox. And the same thing here for Plug It In 5. The activity for Plug It In 5 was originally 5.3, but if you choose to do 5.2, that's okay, but you're still going to submit it in this box here. So I did not update the drop boxes because that requires changing the name in the grade book, and some people had already turned in their work, and I didn't want to do that to create more confusion. So just whichever activity you do for Chapter 14, you're going to turn it into this Dropbox. And whichever activity you do for Plug It In 5, you're going to turn it into this Dropbox. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll look forward to seeing everyone in class on Wednesday. And I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving.